Now, earlier today, I spoke with Congressman Mike Bost to get his take on the situation developing in Ukraine. Here's our conversation. Would you support further sanctions on Russia if they do invade?
We shouldn't have removed them in the first place. We also, the pipeline situation over there, but we've got to make sure that when we move down that path, that we get back in the fuel production business and get back, and as what I talked about earlier, make sure we start producing the fuel that we need to make us independent.
Congressman Bost referencing targeting sanctions on Russia's Nord Stream 2 pipeline, an underwater pipeline from Russia to Germany. Bost is a longtime proponent of the Keystone XL pipeline in the United States, which President Biden shut down with an executive order his first day in office. Bost says further sanctions could play a large role in the current situation near Ukraine, along with taking a stronger stance against Russian troops gathering on Ukraine's border.
Most of our enemies, or those who we would have conflict with, only pay attention to a strong position, and we've given up that strong position. And unfortunately, and most veterans understand that, we sent a real bad message with how we handled Afghanistan. And when it comes to Putin and China, they're like buzzards sitting on the high lines waiting for a chance to attack. This is the buildup of troops that they've got is not just a minor incursion. This is very serious. And the UN needs to be involved. The world needs to be involved, because we could go down a path that could be bigger than you could ever imagine.
What do you think is the end goal by Putin? Do you think it's to take Ukraine, or do you think to play politics?
Oh no, I think the end goal is he wants to reunite the old USSR. He has said that. He wants to reunite the old USSR. That means that the only way he can do that is aggressively either scaring into, okay, or using force to take back those free nations that were part of the USSR. And we can't go back down that path. And the UN has been very clear. You don't use force and or intimidation to redraw borders. And that's what he's trying to do.
Now, I also asked Congressman Bost if he would be in favor of sending NATO or U.S. troops to Ukraine. His answer was not at this time.